smoke and darkness. This is what inside a burning building looks like.
If you come down wrong, can you come down here? You'll be able to see that fire right here.
Flashes of orange. You can see the flames through a thermogenic infrared camera. So why would we voluntarily enter a home about to be set on fire? It's all part of a major training exercise headed up by the Tilton and Northfield Fire Departments, as well as the State Fire Marshal. Firefighters from 7 departments took part to get hands-on training. 3 empty homes set to be torn down were instead donated.
Each house had between 8 and 9 fire rooms, and there were probably 2 to 3 fires in each fire room. So probably a total of around 20 to 21 fires took place in each house. That's a lot of training.
Rehab, you ready to go?
Almost all fire fatalities are due to smoke inhalation and asphyxiation as opposed to being burned by the fire.
State Fire Marshal Paul Parisi invited us to take part in this training exercise to emphasize a 2-part safety message: the importance of installing interconnected smoke alarms in your home and shutting your bedroom door every night. He says both could save your life.
20 years ago, with what we call legacy furniture, it would take 17 minutes from the time a fire was to begin in a room until the room was to achieve flashover, which means everything in the room is consumed with fire. 17 minutes 20 years ago. Today it's 3. 67% of the residential fire deaths that we have in our state in the past 5 years do not have working smoke alarms. Please install smoke alarms and please close your door before you go to bed at night.
My videographer Alicia and I get suited up with personal protective equipment weighing at least 45 pounds. I wonder how firefighters can move with such speed and ease wearing all this gear. The plan is for us to be in a small bedroom in this house with the door tightly closed, while fire crews will set a fire in another part of the house. Fire Marshal Parisi and Kevin LaChapelle, the former chief of the Franklin Fire Department, will be with us the entire time.
Okay, good. Just want to double check your air and make sure you have enough, right?
Carefully stepping over hoses and debris, we head inside. Once inside, the fire marshal tells us what our emergency plan is, just in case this controlled burn gets out of control.
If the fire breaches that door because it gets a little too hot, then we're going out that window, okay?
Hoping that won't happen, we crouch low and wait.
The clean air is down below, you know? So that's the best place to be, is down low.
Within a few minutes, the first signs of smoke seep through the cracks of the bedroom door.
If there was an interconnected smoke alarm outside where this fire started, we would have known long before.
Exactly 2 minutes after the first signs of smoke, the room is enveloped in a gray, filmy haze.
If that door was open, we would not survive this environment without a mask on. And that's the most important thing, is you would never survive this if that door was open.
A few minutes tick by. Smoke engulfs the room. But it's when the door is open.
Oh my God. Yeah, keep your hand right on her pad.
Wow. That's when you see nothing.
Can you see the glow?
I can hear Fire Marshal Parisi speaking to me, but I can't see a thing, not even an inch in front of my face.
It can be scary for sure, and it can be, it's an unnatural feeling to be crawling around in an area that you don't know what's in front of you, what's up above you, so it's difficult.
We see the flames through the thermal camera. Outside, we peel off the heavy layers of gear, and the reality of what we just experienced sinks in.
Until you go through it, you can't imagine how thick the smoke is and how it impairs your visibility, like how you cannot see anything.
That was less than 5 minutes, by the way, when that smoke started coming through the door like that, with that much pressure. And like the marshal said, if that door is not latched, that door is going to push open, and then it's going to just burn. So that door being closed is key. I've had so many fires in my career that if they just close the door.
The second part of the exercise was to go back inside the house, set another fire, but this time with our bedroom door open. The video from the state fire marshal shows just how quickly the room burned because that door was kept open. We were not allowed back inside the house.
Post-fire, that room was destroyed, and the heat was all the way down to about within 18 inches to 2 feet of the floor, and pretty much everything in that room was consumed.
Parisi stresses the importance of interconnected smoke alarms.
Interconnected means that if a fire begins in one part of the house and a smoke alarm activates, it activates every smoke alarm in the house. So even though the fire might be in the basement and you're on the second floor, your smoke alarm's going to go off.
While we were busy with our exercise, firefighters from the 7 participating local departments battled 2 other fires, including this 2-story house just feet away. That thick black smoke, especially deadly.
Because it burns so hot and so fast, and you just don't have time like you used to escape a building.
We were fully protected inside this house, but the blinding smoke was truly disorienting. Hats off to the men and women here who do it every day without hesitation.
There was always more than one way out. There was always a line of protection. And again, the ultimate goal was to have as realistic a training as possible and safe as possible. So to have the ability to have you inside and recognize what they're talking about and portray that to the public, I think is going to be a huge, huge success.